for joining me today to talk about your experience with ArcVida.
Hi, Alyssa. How are you? I'm happy to be here.
Good, thank you. So before you started ArcVida, what had you done with your job search and how were you feeling?
I was working full time. I felt lost. I was trying to find a new job and pivot out of my role. And then once I got laid off, I started to get a little bit more aggressive about finding the right position.
So what made you decide to start working with ArcVida?
I really respect Sarah Richardson, one of ArcVida's coaches. So I reached out to her for advice, and she recommended that I try ArcVida.
What was your process like? What was your experience like during this process?
Sometimes it was really fun. I remember when I identified my allies and support system, and I kept them informed throughout this whole journey and process about my insights and activities. It took a lot of patience. First, you have to know who you are before you jump into exploring the ocean. I really struggled with not applying to jobs, which was always my strategy.
In
What helped me to stay motivated,
in the past, that had been your strategy?
yeah, what really helped me to stay motivated and on track was I was motivated by the accountability I felt with the weekly live sessions because I didn't want to show up unprepared with no progress.
How would you describe your experience with ArcVida's mentors and coaches?
The coaches and mentors were amazing. Amir comes from an education background, and so his approach was very teaching based, which was really nice. Karen was a strong, successful woman, and I admired her, and she inspired me by her strength. Sarah asks great questions. I respect her achievements in the industry and her reputation. She was very encouraging and supportive and generous with introductions in her network.
So what helped you during this process believe that you could do it and stay with it?
Talking to my mentors gave me a great direction and guidance, and being part of this community, mentors, coaches, and peers that are also looking to grow and change gave me confidence. Even though it's a competitive market, I knew I could find the role that would be the best fit.
What changed for you during this process?
Um, in my last role, because of the environment, I felt very scared to take risks and be bold. But ArcVida's progress gave me confidence, and my mentor Karen coached me about speaking up and being strong. Doing all of these conversations gave me practice in holding good conversations, and on in the interview conversations, I wasn't afraid to ask any questions, or even when I interviewed for positions, I ended up not being scared or not having shame to ask bold questions. I was not. I asked a lot of questions about the environment. I wanted to make sure it was the right place for me. In my recent interview with CHLA, I was able to have a good conversation with the hiring manager, and all the practice that I had made me confident, and I wasn't nervous at all during this conversation and interview. Through coaching, I learned that I'm someone's hero. I'm an employer's hero. And as a job seeker, that helped me change my mindset.
So how were the weekly live sessions with your peers and the cohort leaders?
Hearing my peers' experiences gave me motivation. Understanding what obstacles they were going through and encountering, and sharing my advice and supporting them was very encouraging and motivating for myself. It was very interactive, very informative, very educational because whether I was not experiencing the same obstacles as they were at that time, if I ever did, I knew what to do. And then the same point, like if I had experienced a certain obstacle they were experiencing, I was able to give my advice and help them.
So what happened? What was your outcome from working with ArcVida?
I networked into this job using ArcVida's process after my whole team was dissolved. After many interviews, I landed a manager title role, which is what I wanted, and a better salary. My new job is in the same industry, but with a larger company, which gives me opportunity to grow in different areas. It's a professional job, consultative, using the data analytics skills that I come with and more. I'm bringing in my knowledge of quality improvement in the medical center setting, which the team is really excited to have. This role will be using both my experience in education, and I will be learning new skills as well.
So, how do you feel now?
I feel confident and empowered. I feel like I've grown professionally over the year, especially around boundaries, speaking up, recognizing the right fit by how attentive hiring managers are to me.
So, what kind of person do you think ArcVida's program or service is good for?
It's good for someone who's looking to grow and change and needs guidance and direction. They may not recognize the internal or external obstacles that are keeping them from making the next step, but ArcVida will help them explore and find out what those are. Because it's not let's sign up and you'll get the outcome automatically. It's good for the kind of person who's willing to put in the effort as well. Probably best for someone who's serious about a career change and ready to focus. I've referred some friends to this program who I think could get more of their careers.
So, this is a big investment, money and also time. What would you say to someone who's considering signing up for ArcVida's program or even a trial?
Think about how much you want to change your life. If you really want and are serious about change, then you should do it.
All right. Well, thank you, Bella. I'm really grateful
Welcome.
for sharing
Thank you.
your experience and taking the time with me today.
Thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, ArcVida, and all the coaches and mentors for your support. I am so grateful for this program.
Awesome. Well, we're thrilled to watch your career and see how things go for you.
Thank you.